What's going on, my lovely people? And today I'm going to talk about what console Fortnite absolutely needs. So anyone in the right mindset would know that a controller is inferior to a keyboard mouse, and keyboard mouse is just way better than a controller for many reasons. The buttons, the aiming, the swapping weapons, the smoothness of building, and the aiming and everything. So some people that play controller, they usually wish that controllers had more options for Fortnite, or they can play better, or that they would just buy a keyboard and mouse like $100 something. Some of them buy Scuff just to have a little bit of advantage. And so all that Epic needs to do is add a few options for people that use controllers to feel like they can actually play as good as they are. Because believe it or not, most people, whenever you play, you're actually better than you are. It's just the controller holding you back. And if you were used to a keyboard and mouse, guarantee you would be way much better. So I want to talk about what Epic needs to add to console Fortnite. So all Epic needs to do is add a few options, and one of them is a custom sensitivity for building. Pretty sure most people know this already and has asked Epic multiple times to do this, but they have never added this option ever, and I don't think they ever talked about it. But everyone should know that controllers actually absolutely need it for console Fortnite. They can even add building sensitivity for PC people just because I don't know why they haven't added building sensitivity yet. It should have been in the game long time ago. It should have been here this whole time. So people like Nick Merckx aren't known for their building, but he's very known for his accuracy and his aim, and his play style. He's able to compete with top PC people. But if there was a building sensitivity, I'm pretty sure he would put his building sensitivity really high, and he'll be able to compete even better against PC people. So also, there's these people that are kind of popular on console, and they live stream on YouTube, and they're only known for their building, and they're at like 9-10 sensitivity, and they only focus on building, and they just go really fast, and it just looks cool, but it's just not worth the accuracy. Like if you already play on like a 10 something sensitivity, it's gonna get hard to get used to like a 7 sensitivity, but people just focus way too much on build sensitivity, on having their sensitivity mainly for building. So if they add a separate sensitivity for building, it would be awesome. So whenever you press circle or whatever button you use, your sensitivity will go higher or lower, or whatever sensitivity you have. So another issue I see against controller and keyboard mouse players is editing. This is a huge issue. It's mainly not the holding circle part of editing against just pressing one button on keyboard mouse. It's mainly the inconsistency of editing on console. For some reason, whenever you hold down circle, it sometimes resets and it doesn't go all the way through, or you tap it like once or twice, and for some reason it just ruins your building and your editing and just screws you up all the time. So either they need to fix editing, and or they need to add a separate option to edit fast on console. So the easiest way I see them of doing this is having different controller options for editing, or just having an on and off fast edit option, and it will put edit on a button that you would choose. So like you can edit by pressing triangle once, and then you can hold triangle to pull out your pickaxe, or if you have sprint by default on and then you put the fast edit option on, you can put L3 to edit instead. So another thing that goes with fast editing is custom button assignments, because if you have custom button assignments for everything and even add more options for fast edit, weapon slot 1, weapon slot 2, all the way to 5, building slot 1, all the way to 5. Just have a bunch of custom button assignment options, even ones that sound impractical. Just put them there anyway. Just the more options is the better, and I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that. So what my idea is for custom button assignments and fast editing and building sensitivity is that I can have sprint by default on, so that means I can push my left thumbstick and I'll sprint, and then I can have my jump button to be R3 and my build to be L3, and I'll have my fast edit option on, and then I'll put my edit on circle, so all I have to do is tap circle once and I'll edit. So if they add these options in the game, it will just make Fortnite much better. I'm pretty sure they already talked about adding custom button assignments, and they're supposed to add it back in the 5.0 patch, but I guess they delayed it until later for some reason. Also for building sensitivity, just having a high sensitivity for building, and then like a 7 or 6 sensitivity for actual sensitivity would be great. I would really want them to fix the editing on console at the very least. That'll be amazing. So also left, like, the touchpad on the PlayStation controller has 2 buttons on it. Actually, it's not one big button, it's 2 buttons. So there's a left side of the touchpad and there's a right side of the touchpad. And Fortnite doesn't use both sides, they only use one, the big huge button for the map. That whole button is for a map. Are you kidding me? There's more useful things for that button. And there's no option on PlayStation to change any of your buttons to be assigned to the touchpad. But there is 2 buttons that is on the touchpad, the left and right side. So also that in the custom button assignments would be amazing to have. And having fast edit, or your edit button on, like, right on the D-pad and your map on the left on the D-pad, or whatever. Or and also I meant touchpad, but on the D-pad there's 4 buttons: the left, right, up, down. The only useful ones is up and down. The left and right really don't do anything. The left on the D-pad really doesn't do anything. So also custom button assignments for that, or edit, or building slot 1 or 2 or whatever you use. That'll be amazing. Just more options in general would be better. I would love for them to add these options to Fortnite. It will be amazing. People can compete with keyboard and mouse players. And if there's any things I missed, any great ideas that I missed, I would like to know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.